11 wins, no losses, 7 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Butterbean. Butterbean.
That out was Mike Tyson. Oh, the right hand! I doubt if he'll be able to get up from this. He hit him flush on the jaw with the right hand. It's up to...
punches.
Oh!
A beautiful right hand.
Down goes both up. That's all it took. One shot. He may not get up. Both are stumbling around.
Also, keep that right hand up and pow. There's...
Mike Tyson and Eric Butterbean Esch are two legendary fighters who left an indelible mark on boxing history. One was a heavyweight powerhouse with a devastating punch and an imposing physique. The other embodied speed, aggression, and unmatched technique. Their greatest victories became part of boxing lore, but who can claim the most impressive triumphs?
Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he gets Trevor in trouble, and he's down. That uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a light left hook, and he goes down. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor falls back into the ropes, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Fraser is down.
Marvis is badly hurt at this point. Uppercut again, and there Marvis is out on his feet.
Today we'll break down their fighting styles, their most memorable knockouts, and try to answer the question, who is the greater warrior? Mike Tyson burst onto the boxing scene like a force of nature. With a professional record of 50 wins, 6 losses, and 44 knockouts, Iron Mike became the youngest heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old. His peak years in the late 1980s were nothing short of terrifying for his opponents.
Like the overachieving warrior that he is.
Oh, used the leg in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready to go. Unleashing uppercuts to the body, digging to the... Oh, Tyson! Looking to...
I'll tell you what, the crowd thought that Mike was hurt. Mike, anyone good fan of Holyfield is letting it all hang out.
They're going to put Tyson down and end the... Tyson in dire trouble.
Tyson's style was a masterpiece of aggression and precision. Trained by the legendary Cus D'Amato, he utilized the peekaboo style, a defensive technique where he kept his gloves close to his face, bobbing and weaving to slip punches while closing the distance. What made Tyson so devastating was his combination of bisalm, explosive speed. His hand speed was unreal for a heavyweight. Devastating power. Both hands were weapons, but that left hook to the body and right uppercut were career enders. Head movement. He'd slip punches by inches and counter with knockout power. Relentless pressure. Tyson didn't give you time to breathe or think. Tyson's knockouts weren't just wins, they were statements. When he connected, fights ended. His uppercuts would lift opponents off their feet, and his hooks to the body would crumble them like folding chairs.
New Zealand and Australia, welcome to TV3. Wow, with the right hand. The left hook catches Tillman.
Mike Tyson versus Pinklon Thomas. Pinklon Thomas was a former WBC heavyweight champion, not just another opponent. In the 6th round, Tyson landed a devastating left hand followed by a right hand that put Thomas in serious trouble. He then unleashed a barrage, 2 uppercuts and a left hand that sent Thomas crashing down. The referee counted him out at 2:56 of round 6. It was a display of Tyson's killer instinct. When he smelled blood, the fight was over.
Avoid bending forward, using that left jab. Here we go. Then immediately Thomas is nailed with the right hand. Right through it. Right through the jab. Uppercut. Left jab with the face of Thomas. Oh, big left hand. Nice combination of Thomas. Quicker hands than people realize. No. He comes right after.
Mike Tyson versus Larry Holmes. This was personal. Larry Holmes, the former heavyweight champion who held the title for 7 years, was 38 years old but still dangerous. Tyson destroyed him. In the 4th round, a massive right hand sent Holmes down. He beat the count, but Tyson was relentless. Another right hand dropped Holmes again, and then the final blow, a vicious right hand that came like a bolt of lightning, knocked Holmes out cold. The referee didn't even need to count. It was Tyson at his most brutal.
round after round. Oh, a big right hand, and down goes. He will not survive this round. He's trying to fight back from inside. There's the left, there's the right. Now he's ready to go again.
Eric Butterbean Esch was a completely different kind of fighter. With a record of 77 wins, 10 losses, and 58 knockouts, Butterbean was a fan favorite who brought excitement wherever he fought. Starting in tough man competitions, he became a legitimate knockout artist in professional boxing. Fighting style. Butterbean's style was simple but effective. Raw power. His right hand was a sledgehammer. Pressure fighting. He walked forward constantly, cutting off the ring. Body attack. He'd dig hooks to the body to slow opponents down. Durability. His unusual physique actually made him hard to hurt. Unlike Tyson's technical brilliance, Butterbean was a brawler. He didn't have the speed or head movement, but he had something else. An iron chin and one-punch knockout power. His fights were entertaining because you knew someone was getting knocked out. Eric Esch versus Pat Jackson. Jackson thought he could outbox the Bean, but Butterbean showed patience and power. He worked the body throughout the fight, softening Jackson up. By round 4, Jackson was completely worn down. When Butterbean landed his best punch of the fight, Jackson's corner had seen enough and stopped the fight. The referee, Terry Wood, was so happy he didn't have to continue, even though he was feeling the effects of being in there. Technical knockout for Butterbean.
Yeah, thank you. Butterbean tried to dig the body there, and Jackson didn't go upstairs. Now he's uppercutting.
The interesting thing, Dave, is
Might be one of the most dramatic shots he walked into. Boy, that's
good body work by
more instinctively. If he tries to get too fundamentally.
and there's a little blood trickling also. We're in round 2, and they took.
Well, exactly. He is a candidate for.
This was vintage Butterbean. In round 2, he caught Daniels with a devastating combination, a right hand followed by a left that sent Daniels down to one knee. Daniels knew he'd had enough. It was a second round knockout that showed Butterbean's finishing power when he landed clean.
Bring it on, come on! Sean O'Hare replacing Mark Hunt. It's now MMA rules, 3 5-minute rounds and a kick by O'Hare to kick things off.
O'Hare has a bit of a Taekwondo background. That really hurt.
O'Hare, a street fighter, very marketable look, good presence, good on interviews, but Butterbean, the prohibitive fan favorite here at the Thomas and Mack Center, Pride 32, the real deal.
I thought you were talking about Butterbean.
No, we talked about the hooks.
That's it.
And
Don't doubt me, fool. Don't doubt me.
The hook closes the book on Sean O'Hare.
Let's be honest, Mike Tyson and Butterbean operated in different stratospheres of boxing. Mike Tyson fought and defeated the absolute best heavyweights in the world. He unified the heavyweight division and defeated champions, Olympic gold medalists, and Hall of Famers. His technical skill, speed, power, and resume put him among the greatest heavyweights of all time. Butterbean was an entertainer and a legitimate knockout artist, but he primarily fought lower-level competition. He made his mark in the sport and gave fans excitement, but he never competed at Tyson's elite level.
Might be time to sense this. Wild right. Mitch Rose had the look on his face like, what have I got in my down? Big right hand by Mitch. There's the uppercut to get in there after most of the punch. This is all Rose's up. Big right hand. The Butterbean was staggers. Here comes 8 seconds to go in round 6.
If we're talking about pure boxing greatness, technical ability, level of competition, and championship pedigree, Mike Tyson wins by a landslide. He's one of the most feared fighters in boxing history. But here's the thing. Butterbean carved out his own unique legacy. He proved you don't need a six-pack and textbook technique to knock people out. He entertained millions and showed that different paths to success exist in boxing. They're both warriors in their own right, but Tyson is the greater boxer by every measurable standard. However, both men left their mark on the sport and gave fans unforgettable moments. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this comparison, smash that like button and subscribe for more boxing content. See you in the next one.
I want to fight Naoya because I want to prove myself that I'm a champion.
Gary right now doesn't seem spooked by the punching power. Oh! There it is! Inoue goes down! Luis Neri with a first-round knockdown of the monster!
When Naoya Inoue faced real power for the first time, he was shocked and worried. Standing across from him was Marlon the Nightmare Tapales, a battle-tested warrior with a dangerous record of 41-4-0. This wasn't another opponent meant to fall. This was a fighter who brought pressure, resilience, and undeniable power into the ring. From the opening moments, Tapales proved why he carried the name The Nightmare. He absorbed punishment, fired back without fear, and refused to be broken. For the first time, Inoue wasn't just dominating, he was being tested. That night, Marlon Tapales didn't just fight Naoya Inoue, he became a nightmare that forced the monster to respect real power.
To here again. Well, some punches to the body, and that brought down the guard.
This is the story of when Marlon the Nightmare Tapales proved why fear has a name. Before we talk about the fight, let's talk about the man who dared to dream, Marlon Tapales. Record, 37-3 at the time, 41-4 now. The Nightmare from the Philippines. While everyone was busy crowning Inoue as the pound-for-pound king, Tapales was quietly building a resume of finishing fighters. 20 knockout wins. Not decisions, knockouts. This wasn't some paper champion waiting to hand over his belts. Tapales had already shocked the world by dismantling Murojon Akhmadalov, the same fighter Inoue was supposed to face next. The unified champion, destroyed.
Oh, he doesn't look like he's getting up.
Tapales special. He thrives in chaos. While other fighters panic under pressure, the Nightmare walks into the fire with a smile. Now let's talk about Naoya Inoue. 25-0, 22 knockouts, 88% knockout rate in world title fights. He'd already become undisputed at bantamweight, then moved up and crushed Stephen Fulton in 2 rounds.
Making his 24th consecutive world title appearance, here is the superstar of the sport and the pound-for-pound great. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's pride of Japan, the 4-division world champion, the current hard-hitting, undefeated, reigning and defending, undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, introducing Naoya, the Monster Inoue.
2 divisions, 4 belts, each time. Nobody had ever made it look so easy. Inoue wasn't just winning, he was running a demolition service. His opponents didn't lose, they got retired. His hands were so fast, so precise, so violent, that people genuinely called them nuclear weapons. The blonde-haired monster from Japan had perfected boxing, counter-punching like Mayweather, power like a heavyweight, speed like a welterweight, IQ like a chess grandmaster.
Now, right hand from Inoue.
Put you directly in front of me. I don't want you moving anywhere. What position he's in, he's able to.
What makes his punching
trying to establish his own offense, but getting himself out of position.
Short left hand chopped down here at the end of round 5.
It's really hard to get in and out.
Right hand hurts him. Oh, if Hughes hurt badly. The monster on the attack. Trying to claim 2 more belts as Fulton trying to grab the ropes. Backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive.
But there was one thing Naoya Inoue had never truly faced. Someone who could hurt him back. Someone who wouldn't crumble. Someone who had the power to make him respect the danger. Tiajiri afraid the nightmare. Let's break down what made this fight so fascinating. Inoue's style. Switched between orthodox and southpaw, seamlessly studied opponents like a scientist. Waited for you to commit, then destroyed you with counters. Cat-like reflexes that made him look like he was in the Matrix. Every punch had bad intentions.
This has been a good start from Rodriguez, and there's this heavy bombs have landed already.
One and in a way just find the fight on.
Good, even got it on the judges' cards. Hero in their country. Whoa. From Inoue, this is a fearsome flurry, and he's down.
I came out looking to perform aggressively.
Oh, this is unbelievable for Inoue. Michael Alexander waves it off in the second. For Rodriguez, he strikes again, Inoue.
Tepele's style. Pure pressure fighter southpaw stance that created awkward angles. Relentless combinations. 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. Zero fear. Walked through danger like it was a Sunday stroll master at taking fighters into deep waters where skill doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, and there Tapales did take a knee.
5, 6, 7.
There will be a sense of urgency from Tapales to try to get back into this round, and he does so, landing the naked left hand.
So that's a 10-8 round for Iwasa.
This was the ultimate contrast. The precise technician versus the fearless warrior. The surgeon versus the soldier. And here's the key. Tapales had something most of Inoue's opponents didn't. Legitimate one-punch knockout power. The kind that makes you think twice before engaging. The kind that makes champions respect you. From round 1, something was different. Tapales came out like a man possessed. Bang, bang, bang. Combinations that made the Japanese fans gasp. This wasn't supposed to happen. The monster was supposed to walk through him. But Inoue's eyes told a different story. For the first time, we saw hesitation. We saw respect. We saw concern. Watch his body language in round 3. Tapales is throwing bombs, and Inoue is studying, calculating, being careful. This wasn't the same fighter who demolished Fulton in 2 rounds. This was a fighter who realized, one mistake and I'm going to sleep. The nightmare wasn't just surviving, he was making Inoue work, making him think, making him second-guess his timing.
The 28-year-old from Uzbekistan, 11-0 with 8 KOs. There's a solid shot and a right hand again. And now here's the firefight we've been hoping to see.
Round 4, 5, 6. The crowd was electric. Tapales kept coming. Keep pressing. Kept making Inoue uncomfortable. The monster tried everything. Feints, counters, footwork. But Tapales, he just kept walking forward like a Terminator. And here's what shocked everyone. Inoue was getting tired. The unstoppable machine was showing cracks, signs of fatigue. The nightmare had dragged him into deep waters. Skills fade and only heart matters.
By split decision. And the new the heavyweight fighting pride of England and all the UK, heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
The left hook is so long, isn't it, from Ngannou? And heavy.
Why that right hand? He's climbing down, and it's D'Amato walks right into it, and you can't do that against Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, nicknamed Quadzilla, is more than just a fighter. He's a nightmare in the ring. With a record of 29 wins and 4 losses, he's terrifying. But the real horror? 26